How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at Cassie Langs, the new champion coming to Marvel Contest of Champions in February. In this video, I'm going to break down the abilities and then let you know if I think it's going to be a good champion or not. So let's get started. First things first, she comes with her PIM suit. This allows her to gain buff immunity and also gives her immunity to shock and poison. Next up is probably the most important thing and what her rotation is completely centered around, and it's her heavies. Whenever she heavies, she shrinks down in size, which allows all attacks to be missed, but there's a catch. You can only heavy as long as you have PIM fuel. Running out of PIM fuel will actually stun you, so you can stun yourself if you run out of PIM fuel. Fuel will recharge at 12 fuel per second, and anytime an opponent misses, you will generate a dormant power sting while charging the heavy. Generate 2 additional power stings if the opponent misses. The first hit of the heavy will apply these power stings, and they last for 10 seconds, dealing direct damage when the opponent uses a special. These power stings scale off base attack, and you can have a max of 30. The next piece of her kit is the PIM particles. You gain PIM particles if the opponent's special misses or if you would gain a buff. You can end with a light combo to apply poison per PIM particle for 2 seconds. Poisons last an additional 2 seconds per PIM particle you have. While the opponent is poisoned, power stings fall off 75% slower. So to recap, she's immune to shock and poison, and she's immune to buffs. And basically you're using these heavies to shrink and miss these attacks. You don't want to shrink too much because if you do, you'll get stunned. But over time, the fuel will come back. And you're basically just missing to create these dormant power stings and then applying them to the opponent. The power stings are kind of like Spider Ham, but better. Looks like they refresh every time the opponent throws a special, and it's not like a chance. It looks like it's 100%. Now let's talk about her specials. The special one, the final hit will inflict a taunt, and the opponent's power rate is increased when they're under 1.5 bars of power. Now something pretty toxic about the special one is if she is a defender, it applies a combo detonation debuff to you for 12 seconds. And during that time, you must reach the combo detonation amount or you will take direct damage. This debuff cannot be stacked and is paused during the special one. So basically you gotta get to that combo or you're gonna take direct damage, and it is a lot of damage. It looks like a lot. Special 2, if the opponent is taunted, hits are guaranteed critical hits, and the attack gains additional attack per power sting on the opponent. So if you got 30 power stings and you got the taunt on, you're doing critical hits and they're doing massive damage. The special 3 is really interesting because it applies an effect for the rest of the fight. Basically, after the special 3, you inflict a crush debuff for 10 seconds, and then for the rest of the fight, she becomes furious. This cannot stack, but she gains the following abilities. She gains a fury, gains physical resistance, and the duration of all her power stings are increased by 20%. And that lasts the rest of the fight. Now her signature ability seems pretty handy as well. You gain immunity to power steal. Power stings limit is increased by a max of 10 depending on the signature level. And you have a max 9% chance to evade opponent's attacks based on the signature level. And when evading, she inflicts a power sting debuff lasting 14 seconds. Now overall, this champion looks like it's going to be one of those really crazy champions for some people. Some people are going to click with this champion and just be doing crazy amounts of damage. Just off reading, I would put her slightly underneath like a Kitty Pryde or Hercules just because she can run out of fuel and stun herself. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be like an insane hindrance on the champion or if it's even going to matter or if you'll even notice. But some of the heavies, you're going to be heavying to miss special attacks, and some of the special attacks can last quite a bit. So it just depends on how much fuel you have at the time. Basically, just don't spam it and you should be okay. But the stuff you could do with this kit is pretty crazy. It's almost like a Kitty Pryde mixed with a Ghost almost. You get the guaranteed crits, but they do have to be taunted, and then you have to also rely on the power sting. But the power sting, again, it looks pretty easy to get. So overall, I think this is going to be a really amazing champion. And I can't even imagine what like a 6-star rank 5 Cassie Lang is going to be doing, you know what I mean? Anyways, let me know if I missed something. Are you excited for Cassie? Will you be trying to pull her? Will you be grinding arena? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, y'all take care and have a great day.